So, I don't know the best placement this evening, so we're going to play around with it. How are y'all doing? It's Monday. How is your Monday treating you? So, this weekend, my husband had a work event in Big Sky, Montana, and a little awards ceremony. And so we drove about 2.5, 3 hours and spent Saturday and Sunday in the mountains. And he won a couple of awards, and we got to celebrate and have some fun. Came back last night, and now it's back to the grind. It's Monday. So, how is your Monday treating you? Hopefully good. Mondays are tough for a lot of people, but we try and make them positive because I think we grew up being taught that Mondays are supposed to be rough, but they don't have to be. They can be whatever you make them. So that's why I chose to do martinis with Manda on Monday, because Mondays don't have to be tough. They can be fun, and especially if you have something to look forward to at the end of the day. So, let's see. Playing around with this. Make sure it's, like I said, not sure about the best setting. Or anyways, so, tonight we are, well first. I have been getting some messages about people not getting notifications that Martinis with Manda is live at 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. And so they're missing the Facebook Lives. Well, I have recently learned that I think there is a setting on the page where notifications, and you can select to be notified when the page goes live. So if you are missing out on the Facebook Lives and are wanting to join in, that may be something that you need to look into. Go into, I think if you just go to the main page, and then there's a tab up at the top, and drops down, and one of the selections is notifications, and you select, what do you want to be notified about. So if you're missing them and you don't want to, try that. Okay? So before we get started this evening, we have a tropical peach martini. And in all honesty, I have never made this before. So I don't know how it's going to go. And the reason why I'm kind of like hesitant to make it, because, well, first, it's got coconut rum. You got peach vodka, which I really like this brand, this 360 Georgia Peach. They've got 360 vanilla vodka. There's a bunch of whole different kinds of the 360 brand vodka, flavored vodkas. I like them because they're really big. These cool tops, first of all. I like those little tops like that. But it says that if you want to recycle, all you have to do is return the top to them. It says return your swing top for reuse by visiting our website and requesting a quantity of prepaid envelopes. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, it's a company that wants you to recycle. So, 360 vodka. So, I got the peach, coconut rum, and this is what I'm hesitant about. Ginger ale. You know what happens when you shake a can up of soda and then open it? It's probably gonna explode. So, we're not going to shake this martini shaker very much, so there is that. But I'm interested to see how this works out. So, equal parts of each. You do 2 parts peach vodka, 2 parts coconut rum. And I have had a suggestion. I've been thinking about it. It's on my long to-do list to do. Making graphics or recipes or something, and creating an album of all these recipes. That way, so if you want to refer back to them, you don't have to search through the videos for the recipe. You'll be able to go into an album and find the recipe. So that's something I'm hopefully going to start working on here sometime soon. Right, and then 2 ounces, or 2 parts, and again, carbonated. So we're not going to do a whole lot of shaking because I don't feel like cleaning up that mess. So I'm just going to kind of gently, I already feel it kind of, the pressure. So I'm just going to get a little bit of gentle shaking like that. Okay, it didn't do that, so anticlimactic. And then 4. And like I said, I've never made this before, so I don't know how tasty it is. Let me move my stuff out of the way and I will taste it in just a second. And also I need to make room that way so we can get into what we're doing this evening. So it's very clear. But that is very delightful. I am impressed. That may be a new favorite. If you like peach, the peach is really, really strong. And it may just be the brand, but that is really yummy. Of course, it looks dangerous because it looks like water. But anyway, so tropical peach martini, equal parts Georgia vodka, or Georgia peach vodka, coconut rum, and ginger ale, equal parts. Okay, so I'm gonna move all this out of the way. That way, so I have room to show you guys what we're doing this evening. This is what it's kind of difficult to set up because I don't want to like point the camera down and then have to sit like this or whatever. So, I don't know if you guys have seen all that fancy hand lettering. The people that can, you know, take one of those really cool like brush pens with the cool, you know, like tip, and they can just do all this pretty fancy hand lettering and handwriting. And I tried doing it a month and a half ago. I played around with all these different markers and paper and stuff, and my handwriting just, no. There was no way I could polish it up and make it look better. So I came across a technique, and of course, like I said, this is kind of, yeah, I know, what I'm talking about. You know, there's people that can write, you know, really pretty words with just a pen, you know, just taking their hand and it just flows so beautifully. And then you've got the people that make the really pretty art or doing the same thing, but then like drawing flowers and stuff around it. Well, I tried, like I said, I tried and tried and tried. It just did not work out for me. But I found a technique that allowed me to do it. And like I showed in pictures and stuff, I did this like a month and a half, and I was so impressed with how easy it was that I was just like, I have to do this. And I did this. This was like one of the first things I had done. And I just got, you know, this from Hobby Lobby. It's like $5 or whatever. So, I mean, it's like a $5 project. So, what you do is you can go on to your, whatever writing program you use. If you use Word, if you use Google Docs, you can go on to Google and just type in the word, a second, use google.com, and let's say you want to write the word, let's see, let's think of something. Let's say Monday. We'll type in Monday hand lettering. I did, that's how I phrased it. So if I did Monday hand lettering, and then come over and hit the, doing this backwards is kind of weird, the images tab, you got all these different ways that Monday is written. What you can do is then you can copy, like if you go over and like right click, you know, copy and paste onto your like Word or Google Docs and print it out. So you can do that with any kind of words. If there is a specific picture like a house or whatever, you can do the same kind of search. So I like to do whatever it is I'm looking for, like the word. I did Monday, and then putting hand lettering after it. That way, so I can kind of find an example that I like and either copy and paste. But remember, stuff does belong to people, so don't be a turd and steal. I mean, give them credit if they've got, you know, their name associated with it. So, or if you don't want that, and let's say you want to do your own, you can go into Google Docs or Word and type whatever you want. Let's see, Mondays, we'll do Martini Monday. And then what's cool about Google is they have a ton of fonts. They have a ton of fonts. So what I've done is I've typed in Martini Monday, and then if you go up here to where your fonts are, if there's none in this list that you like, you can go down here to more fonts and add whatever fonts and stuff you want, which is really, really, really cool. So let's say, let's just, we'll pick a fun one here. Ooh. I like this Oleo script one. I don't know why I do. Anyways, I have changed this Martini Monday to the font that I want. You make it whatever size you want. If you are interested in doing like a monogram or whatever, you create it and then you print it off. So let me now move this back that way so we can do this. Okay, so print off whatever it is you want to do. Then you're going to grab, I have a couple examples I'm going to do here with you guys. I found the word breathe. I don't want this silly smiley face thingy up here. But I found the word breathe. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get chalk. Just plain old sidewalk chalk. I got this great big box at Walmart for like $3. And it's got a whole bunch of different colors in it. Really, you're probably only going to be using like white and black, but you can use the other colors if you want. Anyways, you need chalk. And then what you're going to do is you've got your word. Now, if you're going to put it onto white paper, you want to use a color that is opposite than white. So, I'm going to do black. Now what you're going to do is you're going to flip it over onto the back, and then you're going to color over the word, wherever the word is, you're going to color. Like I said, I don't want that silly happy face or whatever. So, anyways, like I said, if you're putting it onto white paper, you don't want to use white chalk. You want to use a darker colored chalk. So, there's the word I want to do. I have now colored the back with black chalk. I'm going to set it wherever I want on the paper. And then what you're going to do is grab a pen. It doesn't matter if it works or not. You just grab a pen, and then all you're going to do is trace over the word with your pen. That's all you're going to do is trace over the word with your pen. And then once you have traced over your word with the pen, you can lift it off, and then you are left with, it's very faint, but it's just enough for you to see. And what's nice is you can wipe off a whole lot of it. You don't have to worry about it so much because whatever tool you're going to use to go over it. So let's say I want to use a marker. So all I'm going to do is, I'm going to do it really fast so it's not going to be that great. And then I'm just tracing over where that chalk left an outline. See? Just like that. And then if you want, you can go back, of course, over it and you even out your lines and spruce it up and everything. If you have any chalk that you can see through it, just, you know, wipe it off. But you gotta be really careful though, because I mean, I was doing it quick and I got chalk on my hands and got like a little fingerprint up there. But it's really, I mean, cool. Like for me, I do not have the best handwriting, so all I had to do was that. Now, if you're using another, like I've got a purple piece of paper here. If I use black chalk, I'm probably not going to be able to see it as well. So I took white chalk and I colored the back. I did this, I think I did this earlier, I can't really see. Yeah, do white chalk on the back. Place it down wherever you want, face up, and then you're going to take whatever pen, like I said, doesn't matter if that pen works or not. Then you're going to trace over the word. I'm doing this really fast just so you can, you know, get the idea. And again, I have been left with a white outline for me to trace. My favorite thing lately are these like paint pens. Then all you do is go over what you wrote. Of course, that's not the best because, like I said, I was going quick. So you've got something to trace. Now, if you want something that's even simpler, like you need some super quick art and you don't have a ton of time, go to a like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's and grab you some scrapbook paper. Get something that has like a pretty edging on one side, or something that has like a border around the edge. Already the size that you want. If you want to, you can cut it down. But Walmart has these little small books that are like $4, $5 a piece. They have tons of paper in them. Some of them are kind of framed off. Of course, there won't, like, I mean, there's like a sunshine, you know, sunshiny thing. So if you wanted to do a quote on there, it says like, you know, shine bright or something, it'd be really pretty. And then all you have to do is trace whatever it is you want on it and then stick it in a frame and you're done. So already I have, which, like I said, that's what I did. Traced it in black, or colored it in black, and then there. And this is one of those sheets that's framed. I have already taken the word relax and colored the back of it with black. I'm going to take my pen and go over it. And some lettering is a lot thicker, so you might need to like actually trace around the outsides of it and then color in. So there is what I have traced. Now I'm going to grab my marker. And just go over that chalk. That's all you're doing. And like I said, you can do this on anything. And then if there's any of it that you can, any chalk, of course, if you are using a marker, make sure it is completely dry before you do it, so you don't smear it. Okay, so I did that. A couple of my, like I said, the paint pens I love. Like I said, this is a technique that I'm very, very, very new to. There are these hand lettering and journaling markers that on one end is a super fine side for like writing, and then there's the brush tips that will do all those like fancy swirls and stuff. So I really like those, and I've been buying them. I mean, Hobby Lobby usually has like in their clearance section plenty of various markers and stuff you can play around with. I'm still playing around with myself. If you go to Office Max or Office Depot, they have big displays of different kinds of Sharpies. I like to get the paint pens there because then you can pick what color or what tip you want. You've got the, this is medium point. Then they've got some that are bigger that are the thicker point. Then they've got fine and extra fine. So you can just pick out what color you want, or you can just use regular Sharpie. So you've got tons and tons and tons of options. Like I said, all you're doing is printing out whatever it is you want, whatever size you want. If it's something so much bigger, I've seen where people have taken a map. They have found a map at a like an antique store or a thrift store, and they have gone to like Office Max or Staples, and they have had them print off. They've taken in, you know, a USB with their or their jump drive with their the places you'll go, and have them printed off on a really, really big piece of paper. They come home, they do the same technique onto that map, and then they just take a really thick black marker and they just do it, you know, trace it. It's really, really pretty. So you got tons and tons of options. I mean, they got these cool cutouts. Found them at Michael's. It was like a pack of like 30 of them for like $2.50. So that would be like really easy and quick art, or, you know, invitations or something. So like I said, all it is you printing off whatever word it is that you want using chalk, just plain old sidewalk chalk, and coloring the back, and then stenciling it onto your whatever piece you're wanting to do. So it really is that simple, and hopefully that kind of opens the door for you guys that have been wanting to do something fancy and pretty. But if your handwriting is like mine, probably not as easy as you'd like it to be. So play around with that. If you do any of it, please let me know. I'd love to see it. So next week, I will not be live. Next Monday is July 3rd. July 4th, of course, is the holiday. So I will still be posting a video of a holiday-themed martini. If you would like to make that, you can. But there will be no Facebook Live next Monday. But 2 weeks later, back to normal. We will be talking about one of my biggest pet peeves, garage sale signs, and how weak people make them. We will be making a few, so I can show you how to make them stand out so you can get more traffic coming your way, that way so you can sell all your stuff. And we'll be making a cherry breeze martini. So, with all that being said, got all my little notes and stuff here. Yep. Hopefully you guys get to utilize the little technique, make something pretty, and hope you enjoy. And I will still be around, of course. Who isn't hooked to some, 24/7. But yeah, next Monday, no Facebook Live. 2 weeks from today, I will see you guys back here. And with all that being said, hope you guys have a wonderful Monday evening. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.